Hello dear students, welcome to Maitri Academy. In this video, we'll try to discuss top 5 tips to write the ICET examination. And majorly, this video is for rankers. So, the rankers approach to write the TS ICET examination. So, I will give you 5 tips. Please follow these 5 tips while you are writing the exam. టిప్ నెంబర్ 1. సో టైం అలొకేషన్ స్ట్రాటజీ. సో మీరు ఎగ్జామ్లో టైం అలొకేషన్ అనేది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో టీజీఐసెట్ ఎగ్జామ్లో 200 క్వశ్చన్స్ 150 మినిట్స్ ఇస్ అ టైం. సో డివైడ్ యువర్ టైం ప్రాపర్లీ. సో యూ హ్యావ్ లెస్ దాన్ ఎ మినిట్ ఆఫ్ టైం. దట్స్ వై స్టార్ట్ విత్ ద స్ట్రాంగెస్ట్ ఏరియా. సో most of the students will feel analytical or reasoning ability is the strongest. So first 30 minutes spend time on your analytical ability section and solve 45 questions. Those 45 questions are from analogy 10 questions, odd man out 5 questions, series 10 questions, coding and decoding 10 questions, clocks, calendars, date arrangement problems 10 questions. So solve this 45 questions by taking 30 minutes of time. So while you are solving this analytical ability, you can leave data sufficiency and data analysis questions. Okay, you can do that at the end of the exam. Next, go to communication ability, which is very easy. So spend 15 minutes on the passages. Remaining 15 minutes you can spend on the other module. So in that 5 minutes you can spend on computer and business terminology. So remaining 10 minutes you can spend on the English grammar and another 5 minutes on the vocabulary. So overall 30 minutes you spend on communication ability and try to finish all the questions. So there is no negative marking. So if you feel like that is right, you can mark the answer. So because we don't have the negative marking, do not miss a single question. So if you have any doubt, you can keep it for marking or mark for review, and you can look at that later. Then go to mathematical ability section, spend 60 minutes of time and solve at least 45 questions. So you can go with the round wise. In round 1, look at the easy questions which you can able to solve 30 seconds and 40 seconds. Like formula based questions, repeated model questions. So spend 60 minutes, solve the questions. Remaining questions you can mark anything at the end. Then finally you will be left with another half an hour of time, because total 2.5 hours. So 2 hours is over here. In this another half an hour, you spent 20 minutes of time on data sufficiency questions and data analysis. That means Venn diagrams and bar chart or pie chart. So why you need to solve data sufficiency at the end is, data sufficiency is having mixture of reasoning and mathematical questions. Because you already spent 2 hours of time on those, you will be having a brief review and brief analysis of all the questions, what is area of circle and all. So that's why you will be feeling very easy to solve data sufficiency questions. So do not think much, do not go in deeper. Take 20-30 seconds, check whether the given data is sufficient to answer the question or not, and then mark the answer. And do not spend much time on a single question. So that is the biggest trap. Do not get trapped in the exam. Do not get stuck. Just move on. If you feel any difficulty question, skip that and go for the next question. So overall, try to follow this strategy. This strategy will give you the tremendous results. So if you stuck and looking at the question or twice after you get the answer, again looking at the question is a time waste process. Please do not do that. Okay, solve the questions quickly. And tip number 2, start with the strongest section. If you are very good at mathematical ability, I suggest you to start with that. But only thing is, I suggest you to solve the questions in the round wise. In the round 1, look at the questions which are very easy. In the round 2, you can look at the questions which are taking 1 to 1.5 minute of time. So in a round 3, which are very complex, so if you have time, you can solve it, or otherwise you can guess the answer for those. So while you are guessing, so always use the elimination. Okay, use the elimination method and guess the answer. So tip number 3, focus on your accuracy and at the same time speed. So while you are going with the speed, sometimes students are going to read the questions wrong. So please do not do that. So maintain the accuracy and speed, and make sure you are taking 30 to 40 seconds of time to crack the questions. If you are taking much time, so you can skip that question. If you are taking 5 minutes for one question, 10 minutes for one question, then definitely you will be just get trapped. You cannot able to score more in the exam. Okay, tip number 4. Now what you do is, do not go through the all topics. So revise the important formulas, shortcuts, repeated models in the ICET examination. So focus on the grammar rules and synonyms in communication. And if it is mathematical ability, read all math formulas So it may be number of diagonals in a circle, number of diagonals in a polygon, and sum of internal angles in a polygon. Okay, so percentage increase, percentage decrease, ratios, unit digit. So these concepts and shortcut tricks and the formulas you can quickly go through, and some speed matrix. That's enough. And logical reasoning, anyways, analogy, odd man out, all these questions are interlinked with the square numbers, cube numbers, perfect squares, and prime numbers, fractions. All this you can revise, so that would be helpful. So next one is tip number 5: stay calm, read the questions carefully. Most of the students are very tensed in the exam, so please do not get tensed. So everyone is writing the exam for the first time, so make sure you are not rushing through all the questions and rushing through misreading the questions, because you have to remember. So if you tense more, you cannot focus on reading the question. So you will read half the question and look at the options, and reading the half the question and looking at the timer will be losing a lot of time. So be calm and go with the questions. See, in 200 minutes, 200 questions you may not able to solve. At least if you solve 150, 130 to 150 questions, that's more than enough. Remaining questions you can mark anything, because there is no negative marking. You can score some marks for them. Okay, stay calm and manage your breath. Read each and every question carefully. So do not misread the questions. Okay, so sometimes in the fastness you will be reading the questions wrong, so that time you won't get the answer. So don't do this type of mistakes. So follow this 5 tips while you are solving, and do subscribe Maitri Academy channel. In the next videos we'll try to discuss the analysis of shift 1 and shift 2 paper, and also we'll be giving the clear uh, approach to choose the best college for ISET. Okay, so do subscribe and follow Maitri Academy channel. So do remember, while you are in the exam, so your attitude should be like this: mana levadra apedi. So don't discourage with anything. So please go with your tempo and motto and write the exam effectively. Okay, you are the best. Remember that you are the best. You can do the miracles. You are the champ. So don't discourage yourself. So be confident, write the exam effectively. Okay, thank you so much. All the very best for your exam. If you have any doubts, so keep the doubts in the comment section, so I will be answering your doubts. Thank you so much, guys.